Welcome to another edition of the 24th Floor. A lot of basketball news this week concerning things here in the Mid-South, from the Grizzlies to the Tigers to high school, all in the backdrop of March Madness. I'm Richard Denson.
I'm Ruben Diaz. March Madness is probably my favorite time of the year. I love watching college basketball. I love watching the Cinderellas compete with the teams that they're not supposed to be able to compete with. I love teams like Miami of Ohio. Going undefeated in the regular season, getting an opportunity to play with the big dogs. My favorite thing. It's my favorite time.
They're in the first four, though.
Yeah, it sucks for them. Like, how do you do that to that team? I don't know.
We'll get all into the March Madness, but we got to start with why March Madness probably appeals to people in this area, and that's about the Memphis Grizzlies. There's give or take 10 home games left. We're getting down to the wire. The season getting closer to an end. We haven't talked the Grizz in a while, so I felt who better to bring in to help us usher Grizz talk back into the fold than the underground king of Memphis sports media. He's the host of the Anthony Sain Show, which you can catch on Bluff City Media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. He happens to share a birthday with yours truly. He is the tribal chief. Welcome back to the program, Mr. Anthony Sain. What up, man?
Yeah, we didn't do a good job of setting the rules. Is this video? Is this audio? What we doing?
It's video and audio, so we can see you and hear you.
Okay, cool. Kill the tribal chief stuff, man. Also, can I curse? So just clean.
No cursing.
No.
Well, yeah, kill the tribal chief stuff. I don't care about Twitter. That's the whole thing. The Grizz Twitter has run amok. I'm not the tribal chief of anything. I'm underground king of Memphis sports media. So you can take that tagline off. But yeah, man, good to be here with you guys today to talk hoops, man. Like you said, I have actual reasons to watch the NCAA tournament this year. There are a lot of really good, talented basketball players about to come into the NBA that could be possibly playing basketball on Beale Street. So I'm definitely tuning in to see some of those guys for sure. It's a lot of really good players at the top of this round.
So Anthony, I talked to you before, and we were talking before the camera started rolling. You're traditionally not a college basketball guy. No. The only thing you care about college basketball is who's good for the Grizz. My co-host Ruben.
Like I like the pros that are NBA. I like the pros that are playing college basketball. There's too many guys that really aren't good at basketball that play college basketball for me to care. Like I'm not a fan of 75-73 games when teams shot 32% from the field, and I'm good. I'm good on all that.
We're going to agree to disagree on this because nobody wants to watch 15 minutes of us arguing back and forth about he prefers the NBA, I prefer college, and that's okay. That everybody gets their own pick of the nobody's right or wrong on that one.
College basketball until the tournament, so that's fine. But
Anthony, I do want to know who are you hoping? Like, if you were saying, man, right now I want the Grizz to take this guy. Like, this is the guy I think can be the difference maker. Who is that guy for you?
It's too many guys to talk about, man. Like once the lottery happens, we can talk. There are a lot of guys at the top of the lottery that are really good players that can be franchise altering players out there. I have guys that I like. I don't really have a guy who I would say for the Grizzlies to take because we don't know where we're going to be. We could be 8th, we could be 12th. Depending on how the lottery shakes out. We could be 1. We could be in the top 4. So I don't really have a guy that I would say, oh, this is who the Grizzlies need to go get. I like everybody that's in the top 4 to 5. Those are my guys. I like Acuff a lot, a guy who may be outside of that range. I like a lot of guys, man. There's a lot of guys at the top that I think we should get if available. You know what I mean? I just want to see us get in the best position we can get in. I'm not the losing culture person. I'm not anti-tank or any of those type of things. So I just want to get the best player available.
It seems lately people have been really high on Acuff, especially coming out of that SEC tournament where he really kind of exposed himself to a bigger audience who maybe haven't been following Arkansas Razorbacks. What has impressed you about him, and why do you think people have kind of like attached themselves to him as a Grizz guy, even though I know you don't specifically have a Grizz guy for yourself?
Yeah, he's a dog, man. Like he plays high-level basketball. He's a scorer. He can score anywhere on the court. He can shoot the ball well. He's athletic enough, you know what I mean? He's not a guy who looks like he can't get to the basket or anything like that. He looks the part, man. You know what I mean? We were joking on my show today how he wears the Hooper, the quote-unquote Hooper T-shirt, the old school shirt we wore in the 90s, early 2000s with the cut-off sleeves. He wears that. He's got the armband. He's got the Iverson aesthetic. He's got the braids. He looks the part, man, and he just plays, rough, rugged basketball. He has been a lot of things on the court.
Yeah, he has been somebody that lately that I think has, I would say maybe a month, 2 months ago, he was kind of in the backdrop of the conversation. This guy's pretty good. He's doing some things. And here by now, there's people talking about, man, should he be, the first point guard taken because of just, the way he's playing right now. I don't know if he's that guy yet because there's so much hype around some of these other guys. But, man, Acuff has played his way well into the national conversation consistently.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. And he's a Calipari guard, man. So you know that there's another level in there probably when he gets to the league and he gets unleashed. So I think he's really good. And I think he'll fit the culture of this city. We like that underground kid here in Memphis. We always have, always will. So the underrated kid or whatever. So that's what I meant to say, underrated kid. So he's got a chip on his shoulder. He clearly does. I think he would fit in great here for sure. I like him. He's one of my guys for sure.
So I heard you bring it up on your show, and so we'll just kind of talk about it again. Obviously, as we stand right now, let's say the lottery doesn't play in the Grizz' favor. They're probably picking around 8. And so obviously, you're going to –
it could be worse than that because if teams below us get bumped up into the top 4, it'll push us down. So we can go below 8 for sure.
Now, oftentimes you see teams making trades in the first round, moving up, moving down. You see it in every sport. But I heard you say this ain't the draft where that's going to happen. And so if the Grizz land where they land, why do you think, they'll just kind of be stuck and you can't essentially trade up?
Because of the type of guys you're talking about at that level in the draft. You got teams out there tanking egregiously right now, and they've all got guys that they're gunning for. And if I'm a team that's above Memphis, and I'm at 5 or 6 or whatever, and the Grizzlies are chasing a Darius Acuff or a Keaton Wagler, whatever you're doing, why would I trade that with the Grizzlies? You know what I mean? Like that's something you rarely see. Is movement in those top 8 picks like that. You don't see a lot of movement in that area, and it's for a reason. Most of the teams they're there and they want to keep their guy. They don't want to give up that guy for, something in the future. They tank that season for that particular spot. Now, there are occasions where that happens, but I think that's something that's fun to talk about. I don't think that's something that's actually a super realistic possibility for the Grizzlies.
How do you feel about the tanking? I mean, you're an NBA guy. You live it, breathe it. Are you cool? Are you good with it? I mean, obviously we understand why it happens, like what the thought process is behind it. But how do you feel about it? As an NBA purist type dude.
I'm beyond with it. Like, how else do you expect teams to get better? You know what I mean? I was laughing over the weekend because Grizzlies fans. First of all, our fan base is extremely spoiled, man. We haven't had any long stretch of bad seasons. Like, that just has not happened in the 25 years they've been here. I think the longest drought we had was 4, maybe 3 years of a playoff drought, right? We just haven't been even in our darkest moments, we never had a sustained 7, 8, 9, 10-year drought of making the playoffs, right? And making the playoffs is not an easy feat in the NBA, even with the play-in system now. It's not the easiest thing. There are a lot of teams who are battling to get into the playoffs, right? But we've never had a long drought of being outside of the playoffs. But I was talking to somebody. I was observing people on Twitter. I was observing people on Twitter, and the Grizzlies fans were really complaining about the whole tanking situation, right? And a San Antonio Spurs fan was like, "What in the world are y'all complaining about? Like, how do y'all think we got good? You know what I mean? Like, you have to, like, how do you think we got a Dylan Harper and Wemby and the kid that won the Rookie of the Year last year? Like, how do you think we got these dudes, right? You stick your toe into the tanking water until you get your team the way it's supposed to be, and you get back out of it, man. It's not that dramatic of a process. There's been a lot of commentary about ethics and unethical basketball, and screw all that, man. How do people think that these small market teams get better? Like, you do it through the draft. When you're talking about the Golden State Warriors, you're talking about San Antonio Spurs, you're talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. These teams got good because they drafted really well for long stretches of time. And if you ask me, do I want to take the 6th pick in the draft or the 16th pick, I'm taking the 6th pick every year. I don't really understand how our fans don't understand that sometimes. So you do what you have to do to get who you need to get, man. And you'll hear people say, well, if the Grizzlies tank like this and they don't get a top 4 pick or they don't get the number 1 pick, it's not worth it. Like, it's very much worth it, bro, because you're still getting a better pick now than you would get if you tried to play hard and you be getting an even worse pick in the draft. So why would you want that over where you are? So I've never understood people who are against tanking. It depends on where. If you know your season is what it is, you have to go tank, bro. You can't just let's go just go play it out for the future. You know, like there's no benefit in doing it, in my opinion.
I always say the worst thing to be as an NBA team is to be in no man's land where you're not good enough to where you're a contender or you're not bad enough to bottom out. And the Grizzlies, when we look at these past 3 seasons, it's kind of a situation and circumstance. We got this season where injuries kind of did it in, and this time they were quick to wave the white flag. Last season, they tried to make a run. They were as high as number 2 one time, and then dropped down, and then still made the playoffs the year before that. They were injury and hit, and so now you talk about it is what it is, Anthony. When they made the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade, they kind of punted on the season, but it's kind of stinks for them that after that trade, they really haven't bottomed out even more. They're almost in the same exact position just because, I guess, tanking teams were ahead of them or just
somebody's tanking harder, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all start breaking up at the end. Say that part one more time.
I was basically saying, like, after the Jaren Jackson trade, they're essentially in the same spot in the standings because other teams are just tanking harder than them. So it's kind of you're in a kind of catch-22 situation now.
You've gained ground, though, because the Pelicans are trying to win. You're 2 games ahead of them, behind them in the reverse standings, right? So,
well, that's only because the Pelicans don't have their pick because they go to the Hawks.
They're trying to win. And you're at one point you were like 3 or 4 games behind Dallas, and I think you're only 1 as far as catching them. But still, man, I don't win for what, bro? I see people say this. I'm like, what are you trying to do? They're like, well, it builds chemistry. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, we're gonna lose and we're gonna get some scars from losing too, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. You get the best players you can get on this team. There's nothing about now that makes me want to say. Now, if we were in a situation where we were in good standings with Ja and Jaren was still back, but he's hurt, or you got those guys coming back,
like
you're gonna have
2023
that next year. Yeah, you might say, yeah, man, like, don't tank. Just go play hard, get some guys back, develop your young guys, you'll be okay. But you're in a situation where you're about to do a total rebuild, bro. Like, what's the benefit of trying to create any type of continuity? Like, go do what you're doing. Don't sign a center and go play basketball and lose these games. Let's run it back next year, bro.
And let everybody get surgery right now, because that's basically what's happening.
Essentially, that's what happens.
It's such a crazy conversation. Like, it's just silly talk, man. But I will say this, though, and I say this on my show all the time too. Like, I'm not a consumer of the Grizzlies. Like, none of my money goes to the Memphis Grizzlies at all. I haven't bought a ticket to go inside that building since they opened it. The opening night, my ex-wife bought me a ticket to the opening night in the FedEx Forum. Since then, either I've been on a media credential, I've had people give me tickets, or I worked for nonprofit organizations where we got tickets for the kids there. Shout out to the Grizzlies. Their Tickets for Kids program is phenomenal, which is another reason why you have more long-term, lifelong Grizzlies fans because of the things they did for kids 25 years ago. Those kids are now lifelong Grizzlies fans. But anyway, I can't relate to that. Like, and even if I had the money, season tickets feels like a very fruitless investment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't see myself going to 41 Grizzly games in the year. Like, my time just doesn't allow for that, right? You know what I mean? Like, I halfway watch it on television. So I said all that to say I can't relate to fans who are upset about it, because I don't spend money on the Grizzlies. I don't have any financial investment in any of that. So I can understand that part of it. But it's just kind of part of having a pro franchise, man. You're going to have good years, you're going to have bad years, and there's certain years where you have to do you have to do these type of things to to take this team to the next level. So it just kind of is what it is. But I will say that I can't relate. Like, I do understand for the people who do make that financial investment, that you don't want to see losing basketball, but I can't really speak on that because I don't do that. So,
Anthony, they rapping us in our ears. So real quick, tell the people what you're working on. We always enjoy having you on the show. We love for your personality and everything.
Yeah,
and it's great to see you clash with Ruben.
Yeah, man. Ruben talking out his ass. Excuse me. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all can't do that. But no,
I don't know that we can edit that out. Just so we're clear, I have refrained in this show because he's a guest on the show. But when he leaves, I still get the last word in the show. So I've been nice on this.
And you get to watch crap college basketball for
You're wanting to draft. Never mind. I'm not gonna start. No, we gotta go. We really do gotta go, Anthony. We really do gotta go.
Anthony, tell the people where we can catch you, man.
Go do what the folks in the back tell you to do, man. Y'all take care of y'all day.
Where can we catch you, Anthony?
Anthony Sain Show, #1 independent sports show in the world, man. 1 o'clock p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. 1 o'clock p.m. on Bluff City Media, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, man. Get it.
The underground king of Memphis sports
Let's wrap
media,
it up. We're
Anthony
late.
Sain.
We are late. Thanks, Anthony. We appreciate your time.
All right, brother. You
Time
too,
for a
man.
break.